It's Weird Java in the morning.
Well, it is time to wake the fuck up with some weird Java in your cup.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you, David?
I am doing great, man. How are you doing, my brother?
I am fantastic. What's up, Jill? We are glitchy today, my friend. We are
Jill.
glitchy today.
Max Normal is Jill.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, Jill. Brother, if you have a minute, I want to say something.
I have several minutes.
Great. I wanted to say, listen, man. I love this show. I love you, big dog.
I love you
And
too, man.
I want to thank you so much for, asking me to do this. I love it to death. I look forward to it every week. It's super fun. The community that you've built is awesome. I love the community that we're a part of, and I love the fact that you brought in like Mother Like Murder. These are friends of mine, they're friends of yours. They do a great job. Oh, thank you. Rachel's not going to be here today. Oh, it was like super low. Thank you so much for saying something, Jill. You rock.
Yeah, it's hard for me to judge that just because you're in my earballs.
Hey, I can actually hear myself too. What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
can you hear me now? Because you can barely gear David. Anyway, I just wanted to say, man, thank you for coming to me with this. I can't express how it makes me feel. I really love it, and like I said, I look forward to this every week, and it's so much fun. I get to spend time with you, which it feels like we actually get to see each other, but we don't live anywhere near each other, which is
Yeah.
crazy. And Rachel and Heather are amazing people. I love their show. I love what they bring to this show. And thanks, man. Thank you so much for
All right,
thinking of
well,
me.
well, thanks for being a part of it, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thanks for being the friend that you are. You've been fantastic since I started. You've been around, commenting and being supportive, and I didn't have that in my normal life. So
Wow.
for you to be the way you are with me has been a confidence boost in itself. So I
Oh,
appreciate
that's
you for
awesome.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. I identify with what you just said because I didn't have that in my life either. And, but I love to support things that I freaking love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw your show, like it was Ron at Grave Evidence.
Yep.
I saw him post something. I was like, "What is this?" So I had to check it out, and I was like, "Dude, I love this because I love paranormal stories. I love people talking about this stuff. It's one of my favorite things. It's my passion." And dude, I had to do it. I had to do it. Love the button up. Thank you so much. Yeah, Angie bought this for me, and it's my favorite shirt. I just got it like 2 days ago, and I can't stop wearing it, man. And she got me another shirt that has like sharks, just like this, but sharks all over it.
Do you want to know
And
what's funny? I got we went shopping for Easter yesterday, and so two things that I do for my kids for each. I get them like a summer, spring outfit, like shorts and a t-shirt
Yeah.
for the year, and I also get them a bathing suit every year.
No shit.
So
That's
yeah, so
cool.
we're picking out bathing suits for my son, and I saw a pair of shorts. They were pink shorts with sharks all over them. So
Oh,
I got that for myself.
oh shit! I just remembered I have shorts with sharks all over them too. I wonder if they go together. They probably don't. I'll give it a shot.
Maybe.
Dude, I was like, I saw that and I was like, hey, this is 1-0. I'm gonna have to wear this
Yeah,
the show. Not that we do video, but still, just to have the
absolutely.
vibes.
Absolutely. I was just talking to Amanda the other day.
Oh, good, good.
Not a serious conversation. It was
No,
literally all sarcasm and fucking around. So she like randomly was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm headed over to your house. What are you doing?" And she's like, "That's weird. I just left your house and I left a Russian bodybuilder there." And I was like,
good
"Oh,
God,
thank you."
what the hell? Thank you, Ali. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Um, I did something yesterday. Oh,
Ooh,
actually,
what'd you do yesterday?
I
I did
went
something
to.
yesterday too.
Did you?
I did.
I went to the Lone Star Paracon in Shirts,
Ooh.
Texas, which is right outside of San Antonio. It's kind of
Is,
in.
is that where shirts were invented?
Yeah, it's the city is. Let me see if I can spell this right. Shertz or something like that. So it's a
Okay.
German, like the German community that had sprouted it up, you know.
Yeah.
And but I always think that too. I was like, oh, I'm going to Shirts. Yeah. I bought some stuff that I wanted to share with you. I met this wonderful lady. Let me see if I can show the picture. Her name is Morena, and she has something called ooh, got stuck to me. Morena's Corner,
Uh-huh.
and I got to meet her. She's really cool. She she makes these crafts, and she does like logos and all sorts of stuff.
Oh,
She
nice.
made this, and I bought it because it spoke to me. And it's a
A heart.
antique frame, yeah, with a heart that's paper mache. And I just thought, dude, that's the coolest freaking thing. I've seen one like this before, uh, and I wanted to buy it, but it was so expensive. This was $20, so
Damn,
she
son.
reasonably priced. Very very cool stuff. I also got. Let me just show you this real quick. It's a bamboo, a little like plate where you can put your keys and whatnot.
Hmm.
With that little skull,
Oh, that's
basically.
interesting.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's kind of dope.
It has. I think it's a butterfly. Yeah, it's a butterfly.
That
Full of
reminds me.
butterflies.
That reminds me of the cutting board that I got in Pennsylvania last year. Not last year, 2 years ago. I'll show it to
Check
you.
it, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, nice with all the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. This is bamboo. It's really neat. $6, dude. Six.
Dope.
Come on, man.
Dope. I need a place to put my keys. Uh,
Yeah, dude.
I
Uh,
lost I lost a set of keys actually in this house somewhere, and I cannot. It's been like 4 or 5 months now, and I cannot for the life of me
are
find
you
them.
serious? You think it
Mm.
was a shadow figure that you
I
have in the
fucking,
house?
dude, I fucking don't know. It's fucked up though, and I'm just like, where the fuck did those keys go? And we still can't, like, we cannot find them anywhere. I don't know where they went.
What the fuck? That's weird,
So
man.
yeah, it is very weird.
And you're sure he was in the house?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What the hell?
Because it's not in the car. Luckily, I have a spare key for the car, or else
Wow.
I'd be fucked. But the car is going to be transitioning to Braden. Braden's going for his license actually on
Nice.
Tuesday,
Good luck,
so
Braden. Good luck.
we'll see.
All the way from Texas.
I gotta get him. I gotta get 2 tires and an inspection sticker on it before I give it to him officially.
You got work to do, bro.
Yeah, son. Yeah.
This is the last thing I bought. I just wanted to show. Looks like a book,
It does
right?
look like a book. Yep.
Yeah. Look
You
at
put
that.
your weed in there?
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
Nice. Look at
that.
that.
It's a little hidden. I just thought it was so rad. Again, the same design as the.
Totally tubular. Yeah.
So I just wanted to give a shout out to Marina. It's Miranda's Corner. I'll be posting this today. And if you want stuff that, I mean, reasonably priced, $6 for that thing. And this was like seven, I think. This was $7 or $8.
Wow.
Amazing. And this week I got to do another 6 questions, which is for my subscribers on Down the Rabbit Hole,
Yep.
which is reasonably priced, $2.99 a month, and you get extra videos, you get extra whatever. It's a bunch of stuff. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Something that if you're on Down the Rabbit Hole, you won't get to see unless you are a subscriber. And I got to do the 6 questions with Rachel this week, so it was very fun. She's amazing.
Did you post that yet or no?
Have not posted it yet. I'm probably going to do it today.
Okay.
We actually talked about, and she brought this up, that you were asking for updates about that nightmare she had where she woke up and she went to Kenzie's room,
Yep.
and Kenzie was sitting up straight and talking
Yes.
to someone. Dude, that was creepy, man.
Yeah, I want her to do another audio or video so that I can put it into one of my episodes, because it's only like a 5-minute story.
Yeah. It
So
was bizarre, and I don't know, how do you explain something like that? It's so weird. So yeah,
it is very
she
weird.
talks about that. We have a good time. She's hilarious, of course.
Obviously, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that woman is raw talent. I swear to God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like them a lot.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Braden and I went and saw a movie last night.
Whoa, talk to a brother.
So we went and saw A Working Man with Jason Statham.
Oh yeah.
Not great.
No?
My opinion, not great. It was phenomenal for the action. Braden loved it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There was like a lot of scenes in it that were unnecessary to me. So, I mean, when you watch it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I get it. But
the story, was the story okay, or was it like?
I mean, the story was good. Like, it's a good story. It's a human trafficking story.
Mm.
You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did see the preview just yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's like a underground thing, and they're connected to the Russian mob and stuff like that. So he's like searching for her and stuff like that. So he works for the family of the daughter that is taken, and was in the military in the UK, but he's here in America, and so he has a friend who was in the American military that he talks to and stuff like that. So like, and it just goes through like a bunch of trials and tribulations to find her.
Is that the blind dude?
Yes.
That's in the trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
That cool,
He's the American soldier.
Gotcha.
Yeah, which I believe is the guy. Fuck, I can never remember. I don't know if his name is Jim Harbaugh or if that's his character in Stranger Things. But he also plays in the fucking. He plays the Russian fucking Captain America in the.
Yeah. No, that's his name in Stranger Things.
Okay.
His name is actually David something.
Yeah. He's been around for a while too.
Yeah.
He's been acting for a long time.
He was in one of the movies with Denzel Washington, where Denzel Washington plays a former CIA agent who is kind of like on the spectrum or something, and he was the bad guy in one of those movies. Gosh, why can't I remember this? It was based on a TV show. The
Equalizer?
Yes, The Equalizer.
It's not based on a TV show. The TV show is based on the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The old TV show?
The old TV show. Yeah. Okay.
There's an old TV show called The Equalizer. It was about a dude who would help people.
Yeah.
He was CIA, but he was white.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was
Denzel Washington is an amazing actor. He whatever he fucking touches turns to gold. So.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Joe? What happening?
What up, big dog? What up, big dog?
Joe sent me a picture, and I need to re-upload it, but he sent me a picture that he caught a shadow figure.
Yo.
He had done it was a tour, and it was a shadow figure he caught. As they were leaving, everyone was leaving this room. He took a couple of shots,
Yeah.
And then he closed up on it, and you could see the shadow figure. And it's in my posts. And then we have a friend of mine. I won't say her name. I think she doesn't want to give her name out, but she goes by Zero Fucks Forever. She also sent me a video. She looked at this picture that
Oh,
Joe sent.
I love her too.
She's awesome, right? She's the best.
She's awesome.
She looked at the picture and she said, I felt uneasy when I saw the shadow figure clearly, but I felt uneasy when I kept looking at this one particular spot."
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "There's a third there," because I thought there was a second shadow figure to the left because it's just a little head peeking out, but it could be anything really. The main shadow figure is, you can see it, right? She said to the right of that was something else. So I did a close up on it and I lightened it up. Dude, it
Yeah.
looks like a see-through head that's looking at the shadow figure. I
What
don't know
the
how she,
fuck?
I don't know how she caught that, dude. But I gotta upload that one because I like really changed the brightness on it. I changed it so you can see, and it looks like a freaking head. It's so bizarre.
Wow,
Joe,
dude.
great capture, bro. Because I've never seen. I've said this. I've never seen a shadow figure and an apparition in the same picture. If those are real, dude, never seen that before, ever.
Wow. That's
And,
amazing.
and Joe
That is
hasn't.
amazing. Um, I have an update right now happening. So I'm revamping my labels for my hot sauce, redoing them.
Yeah,
I think they turned out pretty great. I did them myself.
I've seen him.
Um, and because I have to make new hot lemon squeeze. Hot. I'm almost completely out of hot sauce right now.
Wow.
So I've had to I have to make some more down the rabbit hole today. So I'm making 2 batches today of that. The strawberry murder juice, I might be turning that into an actual like all season hot sauce instead of wait. So I might find a pepper at the store that I can use for it.
So you're gonna have 5 hot sauces live all
And
year round.
yeah, and now I might be starting at 6. So
What?
yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be an extremely hot pepper that I'm using for this one. But I am going to be test cooking, I guess, for it and see what
Mad
happens.
scientist. I can see it now.
See what happens. Also, we have decided to sell this house and get a bigger house.
Wow.
Hopefully with more land because I kind of want to homestead a little bit more than I am now. So I got some work to do on the house a little bit before we do that. And I want to, so we're going to move in with Allie's mom for a little bit while we sell the house. And then probably through the fall, winter, we'll be looking for houses with land. I do want to have, like a couple cows. This is in reference to the capture that you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
But I want to have a couple cows, some goats and chickens, and then enough land to like garden, like a decent sized garden of, all the things that I like to eat.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Sure.
we'll see what happens. I also want to have room because I don't want my kids to ever experience a fucking slumlord, landlord fucking shit. So I want to have enough room for them to stay with me as well and help them get their own house so they never experience renting. So that's my plan. Anyways, we'll see if it happens. If it goes down that way. But I do have some on this day in history for you, sir.
Yeah. By the way, I love that hoodie. That is tight.
It's all right, I guess.
Tight.
It's tight like a tiger.
Tight.
All right. This day in history of March 30th.
Yay.
240 BC.
What the fuck?
Was the first recorded perihelion passage of Halley's Comet. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Wow. And I saw it. What, in the 80s? Was it in the 80s?
Yeah, I think there was a recent one too, not too long ago.
Huh. Hey, did you see what? I stayed at a battleship last night. Pretty sure I had an experience in the sick bay. What? Tell me you got
Yeah,
video, bro. Tell me
yeah.
you got video of that. Holy shit.
All right. In 1282, people of Sicily rebel against the Angevin King Charles I in what becomes known as the War of the Vespers.
Oh,
I don't.
Sicily. That's Italy, yeah?
Oh, yes, it's Sicily, but it's not Italy. Sicily is next to Italy.
Hmm.
Did you know Italy? I didn't know this. Well, I kind of knew this. But Italy is a communist fucking country. Communist country.
Like
Or
right now?
was. I'm
Oh, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure it still is, but it was at one point, which is why they sided with Nazi Germany.
Yeah. Back then, under Mussolini, he was definitely more communist than free. He was a dictator.
Yeah.
I don't think they're communist now, but I don't know. I don't keep up with Italy
Me neither.
politics or whatever. So
I don't really keep up with
hey, we do
politics, period.
match. Jill, wait it. I didn't even. And look,
What?
my hat's red. Bang bang bang.
Your hat's white, though. Mine's gray.
True. My
But
hair's gray. Check it out.
red shirt and a hat
Yeah.
on.
Also, do-do-do-do-do. Look how dark his beard is. Look how not dark mine is. It's salt and pepper. Look, it's coming in, man.
Dude, my brother, my little brother, has posted pictures with his daughter selling Girl Scout cookies. Him and his fiance or girlfriend, whatever she is now,
Mhm.
because I don't think they've been officially married, but they've been engaged forever. um he posted a couple pictures of them being out, and he's going bald, and he's young. He's born in 95, so he's 30 this year.
Oh wow, damn son. And
Yeah, Doug.
you have a head full of hair, don't you? You're not going bald at all,
No, not
man.
even. My hair's thick as fuck. And he's going bald, and I believe my older brother is going bald too. My older
Wow,
brother just turned 41.
damn. What a
Hmm.
baby. He's very
And
young.
I'm just like, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, the sweater he's wearing is actually a down the rabbit hole sweater, which is the color. It's that right there, bam, right there.
Uh,
So yeah, he does match. Very nice.
all
Thank you
right.
for noticing.
The next thing I got is 1814. The Sixth Coalition forces march into Paris after defeating Napoleon.
Wow.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
What is a decade of French domination in Europe at that time, and they ended it. Wow.
Yep.
I still want to watch that Napoleon movie, but it's like 3 hours long.
Oh, I want to watch it too, but I don't have the fucking time for that.
God, 3 hours, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I need to fucking start working on my fucking book so I can fucking try and have that ready for the fall.
Yeah.
In 1842, ether used as an anesthetic for the first time by Dr. Crawford Long in Georgia,
Damn.
which I'm pretty sure it's not good for you. So, in 1856, the Russian Empire, the Ottoman Empire, Great Britain, France, and the Kingdom of Sardinia signed Treaty of Paris, ending the Crimean War. Which I don't really know much about the Crimean War. I should
Me neither.
probably look into that. I could probably use that as a Conspiracy Tuesday, which also I am recording a Conspiracy Tuesday this week.
What?
Yeah, dog.
What you
Yeah.
covering? What you covering?
I think I'm gonna talk about Easter. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Heidi Love, Justin Doc Brown, and Brad Lale from the Awakened podcast.
Oh, cool.
So
Don't go too far down that rabbit hole. Like, you might find out shit you don't want to find out. Easter
yeah,
is
Easter is it's something. I've been researching it a little bit, but I'll leave that for that episode. I'm not going to dig into it today.
you got it.
1867, United States buys Alaska from Russia for 7.2 million, which amounts to over 110 million in today's standards, roughly 2 cents an acre.
They called it Seward's Folly.
Really?
Yeah. I wish I can remember. He was the guy who made the purchase.
Yeah.
And they called it Seward's Icebox, Seward's Folly. But it's fucking genius if you ask me. That's a huge. It's like 1/5 the size of the United States. It's huge, and it's right next to Russia. So
Yeah, it's pretty
smart.
It's not very
move.
it's not very
Not for
far.
Russia. Why the fuck? Because can you imagine they'd be very close to us if they still had that land?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good thing we have it.
They probably couldn't keep tabs on it well enough by their
Probably.
standards, which is why they sold it. All right. In 1909, New York's Queensboro Bridge opens, linking Manhattan to Queens.
Sweet.
1909. In 1919, Gandhi announces resistance against Rowlatt Act, which I meant to look into what Rowlatt Act is, and I forgot.
Act.
No, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes. You're
I don't
correct.
know enough about Gandhi, and that's regrettable. I should learn some more.
Yeah, you should learn history. Period.
Yeah.
More history.
1919. I didn't know he was. That was his time. 1919.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Being a history buff is early onset Republican, by the way.
Early onset Republican.
Yeah, being a history
So
buff.
you're
Yeah.
saying the other side don't care about history?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
It's a Shane Gillis joke, so I found it funny. Oh man. Have you ever watched Shane Gillis fucking stand up? Any of his stand ups or him at all?
I think I have.
He has really tiny hands.
Does he really?
Because he holds the microphone like this, and he's always going like this, and then he holds his chest, and I'm watching I'm like, he has small hands, small little dainty hands.
He's a big guy though, right?
Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah.
He's pretty funny, man.
He is hilarious. He's very funny.
He's the only comedian I think that does. He says racist jokes. They're racist as fuck.
Yeah,
but he says it with such sweetness that it doesn't come off racist to me. It's hilarious,
I think
it's like
you want to know what's funny? Because he did a recent stand up, and I have several black friends as well, and one of them in particular was my best friend for like almost 20 years now, and he does this joke. He's like. He's like I'm going out on a date, and my buddy just goes, "Don't give her the whole dick." And he's like, "What do you mean? I can only give her what I have." And then he's like, it's funny because my friend, who is also black, like whenever I would go before, I was in a committed relationship, when I would go out on dates and stuff, and then all of a sudden the girls would end up being crazy and like, why aren't you texting me enough and this and that and stuff, and I would tell him about it. He'd be like, did you give her the whole dick? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you gave it all, you gave her the whole thing, didn't you? And I'm like, am I not supposed to? Is it I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put the whole thing in there. I'm like, and then like Shane Gillis's joke is like, because he's like, because black guys, they have extra. So anyways, I'm probably butchering the joke, but it's hilarious the way he says it, just because I experienced it from a friend saying it as well.
I got to tell you, you just reminded me of something that it's freaking hilarious. When I was a kid, my dad gave me the talk, right?
Yeah.
And
My dad never gave me the talk. You know what?
no?
No, nobody ever did. To be
Really,
honest
dude?
with you, nobody ever did.
Well, you might be lucky because when I had to have been 9 or 10 or something like this.
Jesus.
Yeah, he wanted me, son, do you have any questions? Let me
Yeah.
explain to you whatever. And so he says, so what you do, when you're in love with someone,
Yeah.
you plant your seeds in the woman, right? That's how he explained it to me. So I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? So for the longest time, I thought when you had sex with a woman, you had to put your balls in. Those are your seeds. I was like,
oh my fucking god.
And so I was like, I guess that's what I gotta do is but that's gonna hurt, man. Wouldn't it make more sense? Dude, I don't know.
Oh, fucking
God I
A,
never tried
dog.
that. I'm just glad I never tried that.
I'm glad you didn't do.
But imagine thinking about that and being like, so I have to grab them and put them in? What do you do? Because do I, because you can move them, right? What if you have to put one in front of the other and then insert? Because you can't, if you put them sideways, they're not going to fit, right? You got to move them this way. That's going to hurt, dude. And what if she hits it or something? Because, getting hit, it hurts. But getting scraped, like they just, that's the worst pain.
Yes.
Right? Why is that?
Yes, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I don't understand why that happens. See, aren't you glad your dad didn't explain that to you?
Oh my god. God damn.
Story
God damn it. Oh, you son of a bitch.
I hope Joe heard that. Was so
okay, moving on. In 1944, 781 British bombers attacked Nuremberg.
They dropped their bombs, huh?
They did. They dropped their bombs. They put their balls in.
Son, you gotta plant your seeds in the woman.
Oh my god. In 1953, Albert Einstein announces revised unified field theory.
Love Mr. Einstein.
There's a conspiracy about him.
Tell me.
Oh, yes, I will tell you right now. So apparently his wife was the smart one, and he used his wife's life work as his own.
God.
Yes.
Yay. I'm glad Joe heard that.
Son of a bitch.
Why did she sit back and let that happen, do you think?
What?
Well,
so there's more to it than I know. I think she was allowing, like, they did it together, and then he just put it out or something like that, but claimed it as his own. And supposedly she didn't. I don't know. I would have to look into it again to her side of the story.
Well, his theories are brilliant,
but people don't believe in the 50s. Women weren't heard as much. I mean, throughout history, there's women in history that have done amazing things,
absolutely,
and stuff. So, but I do think there was here in America. I mean, I don't think Albert Einstein wasn't in America. He was in
He was in Germany.
yes, he was in Germany, and especially right after World War II. You know,
Was he part of that operation where they brought all the German scientists over? Paperclip, I think it was called. They brought all the
Paperclip. You know what? I don't know.
because they
I
did
think
bring
he
a
stayed.
lot.
I'm pretty sure he stayed in Germany though. I
Maybe.
think I
I
could
know he
be
came over at
incorrect.
some point. He was.
I would love to do a conspiracy Tuesday
Oh, dude,
episode on
please
Albert
include
Einstein.
me. I love that man. He's my favorite dead scientist. Definitely include me.
My cheeks hurt now. All right. 1970, Columbia Records releases jazz artist Miles Davis'
Yeah.
influential double album, Bitches Brew, and it becomes his highest charting title, wins a Grammy, and earns him his first gold record.
Yeah. One of my favorite artists of all time. Love
Yeah.
Miles Davis. I used to play trumpet myself. So he was a huge influence on me.
The rusty trombone.
Yeah.
In 1981, Ronald Reagan is shot and wounded in an assassination attempt by John Hinckley, and 3 others were also wounded.
I was alive for that. I remember.
I know. You were like 11, 10 when you were thinking you had to put your balls inside of a woman.
That was 9. Yeah. I was, and then that kind of threw me off. Like, oh, they shot the president. Weird. Then the balls fell by the wayside.
In 2001, Michael Phelps breaks the 200-meter butterfly world record at the U.S. World Championship trials in Austin, Texas. Becomes youngest male to set a world record mark at 15 years old.
Sheesh.
That's the last one I have for you, dog.
I got one for you.
All right, let's hear it.
This is
a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
She got all my balls.
Jesus.
This is in respect to your tattoo, sir. 1939, Batman debuts in comics. On March 30th, 1939, Detective Comics number 27 appeared on the nation's newsstand, introducing the world to a new superhero, the Batman.
Nice. 1939?
1939. Today.
Noise.
You remember what movie that's from? Today. I want my money today. No.
I'm not. It's not ringing any bells, but it is making me think of Jerry Maguire when fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. is like.
Yeah, I can see that. No, it's Goodfellas. It's Robert De Niro choking that dude out with his wig hanging off. He's like, today. That always pops in my head for some reason. Oh shit, that is awesome. Holy crap.
Batman is my favorite superhero.
That was awesome. Freaking Joe. Love it.
All right, man. Let's get into our first segment of today.
Hit it.
Well, actually, we just did our first segment technically, but we don't have a video for that segment, so we have a video for this one. So Rachel is not here today in the comments, but she is taking a much needed leave of absence from social media and shit like that. So she's spending some time with some family, and I am so happy that she is doing that for herself and her mental health, because mental health is extremely important. But I am extremely appreciative of them continuing to bring us missing persons alerts. A few people have been found since we started doing this out of the segments that we provided. I don't think it's because of us, but I do think that, sharing missing people person cases is extremely important in efforts to bring them home alive, safe, and well. Unfortunately, there's a big statistic on missing people never returning home alive, or at all, and it's bothersome. So, I do think back on a couple times that being out shopping with my kids when my daughter was like 8 or so, and she would go to the bathroom on her own, and I'm like, why did I ever do that? You know? So,
Yeah.
I would never do that again now. I barely even let her leave my sight now and she's going to be 14 in 2 weeks. So,
Wow.
but anywho, let's get into today's missing persons segment with Miss Rachel and Miss Heather from Like Mother, Like Murder podcast.
Weird Java in the motherfucking morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our segment. I mean, you already been here. You know that. I am Rachel.
And I am Heather. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since it's not been a while since we've brought you a missing persons case, but it has been a while since we talked about the number of missing people. So before we get into it today, did want to do that. But before I bring the numbers, just real quick. Hi, Kevin. Hi, David. Thank you for having us. So, missing persons numbers are way too high. In January 2025, in all states, the missing persons open cases was at 25,545. That's just, think about the number
Crazy.
of people that is. Yeah.
Right.
The unidentified persons open cases was at 15,297, and the unclaimed persons open cases was at 19,379. It's heartbreaking to read those numbers and just think about the number of people that is. Like, that is someone's loved one. That is someone's daughter. That is someone's son. That is it. It's so sad. So these numbers are completely heartbreaking, completely outrageous, and that's why we are here, trying to do our part and raise that awareness to get these numbers down.
Yeah. We want people to not only be more aware, but also help sharing, help in spreading the information, because that number, right, 25,000 open cases is high, but there were over 55,000 resolved cases as well. It's doable. So we got to work together to continue fighting for this cause.
Yes. And again, we want to say thank you to Kevin and David for giving us this space on your amazing morning show to talk about these important cases.
Yes. Okay, one more thing before we talk about our missing persons case today. Recently, we talked about Tyler Curtis missing out of Tennessee. It saddens me to say that he was found deceased in a wooded area in the city he went missing from. They do not suspect foul play, but they also have not ruled it out. I want to add, and this may have no connection whatsoever to Tyler's case because we don't know the circumstances right now, but I feel it's necessary to always provide resources, and 988 is a resource readily available to anyone and everyone that is having a mental struggle, that may be needing somewhere to turn in a really, really dark time. And I know Kevin says it every episode, 988 is there for you guys. So if you guys need the help, go get the help.
Yes. And we know that 988 is known as a suicide prevention line, but it's also there, just like Rachel said, any kind of mental struggle, emotional struggle you could be going through. And so you guys just take this as a sign. If you're hearing this now, you were brought into this world for a reason. Sometimes it may be unclear to you what that reason is, but it doesn't change what you're worth. It doesn't change your value. It doesn't change that you're wanted and you're loved. And if you need to get help, help is there for you.
Yes. Okay, so today we are bringing a missing persons case out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Melissa Walsh Cabe was last known to be near Naog Park on March 20th around 2 in the morning. Melissa is 29 years old. She is a white female. She's around 5'4" and 200 pounds. In her missing persons report, it does say that if you see or locate her, do not approach her. Just call the numbers that we're about to give you in a minute or call 911.
Yes, we do not know much more on the circumstances of Melissa's disappearance, but the city police have issued a statement asking for the public's assistance in locating her. Again, if anyone does see her, do not approach, but please call 570-348-4134. And Melissa's case number is 25-12822. Let's help bring Melissa home. So, Rachel, it's about that time. Let's quote it up.
Yeah, so my quote actually comes from my personal DMs this week, or our DMs, like Mother Like Murder. But still, I received a voice note from the amazing Kevin, who is sitting right here listening to this. And he was playing around, but I was still half dead, zombie, human, morning Rachel. And therefore, I wasn't prepared for life yet. And here's the quote. Me. So he sent the voice note, and then I said, I'm too sleepy for you to be mad at me. And then he said, oh, I thought you were awake 24/7. I'm not awake until I have weird Java in my cup.
Yes!
Gotta get that coffee.
And that's a sign, you guys. Head on over. Get that coffee. Go to
Yes.
wheretheweirdonесare.podcast.com and get you some of that weird Java because...
Yes.
What do they say? It's time to wake the fuck up with some weird Java in your motherfucking cup.
Yeah, buddy. Do it. It's necessary, okay?
Necessary.
Anyways, if you want to talk to me, let me have my coffee first. I could also just not open my phone when my eyes open and have my coffee first, but we're not going to talk about me. Okay, we will talk to you guys next week. Weird Java. Weird Java. Weird Java.
Morning show.
Oh, oh, morning show.
That's
Bye.
Folgers, not with Java.
That's O'Reilly's. That's not Folgers. Girl. I would never do
I thought it was Folgers
Folgers one
in
on
your
here.
cup.
No.
Okay, my bad.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Yeah,
I was thinking more like, oh, you know.
No, that's O'Reilly's. I spotted that on the spot. I was like, Folgers, what the Fudgels? The
Also,
Fudgels
which-
is Folgers?
Yeah. Also, what she's talking about. So, their latest episode was with Kadra from Perplexity, a mystery podcast.
Yes.
And when I had Kadra on, I said that I get her name incorrect all the time. And it's not that it's not Perplexity. And the way that they made it sound was like I couldn't say Perplexity. I was like, no, I always put Perplexity. Like, it's just I get it backwards. Sometimes I'm like Mysterious Perplexity Podcast or something like that. So I had to make sure that before I recorded with Kadra that I fucking was saying it in the correct order. That's all. And so like so I fucking voice noted her and I was like, listen, you guys made me sound like I'm fucking retarded in your fucking podcast. And I just want you to know that I said Perplexity fine. It was the way that I was saying, like the order of the words and shit that I got backwards all the time. And so she messaged me back. She's like, listen, it's fucking like she said, it's too early in the morning for you to be mad at me. I'm too tired. I'm too sleepy for you to be mad at me. And I was like, oh, I thought you were awake 24/7. And then she said that. And then hours later, after she's had her fucking weird Java, she's like, I'm trying to find where we talk shit about you. And she's like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I was like, dude, I'm just fucking with you. Like, I'm not mad about it. Like, like if I'm mad at you, you're going to fucking know it. First of all, or second of all, I just won't talk to you. So,
well, I know for a fact you come across like I wouldn't want to play poker with you because I couldn't read you. Because there are times when you're saying stuff and I'm like, oh shit, is he mad? Is he mad? But you're not. You're never mad. As a matter of fact, I've never come across angry Kevin ever. And I know a lot of people, like Amanda, will tell me, I think Kevin's mad at me. And I said, dude, trust me, he's not mad at you. He's not mad at you. Okay. That's just how he comes across. And I was the same way for the longest time. I have this resting bitch face. It's kind of like this. And that's my normal face. I'm like this. And people are like, oh shit, I better leave that guy alone. He looks like he's mean or whatever. And I would get that all my life. I'm not mean. I just look that way.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a woman that not a woman, it was a girl. We were in high school, and she was, we used to use AIM Messenger, to chat with our friends back in the day. So she was talking to my buddy Nick, I think, and she was like, she had like an obsession with him, and none of us were attracted to her at all. None of us were, first of all. But she did say something. She's like, I pretty much have you guys all pinned down. And she like had like as in like the types of people you are and stuff like that. And she had something for everybody. So it was Nick, my buddy Nick, Alan, Adam, and me. So it was the four of us. We were always together. And when it came to me, she's like, Kevin looks like he's pissed off all the time, and I feel like he would be a woman beater. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, in high school, I was pissed off all the time. So like, she wasn't wrong there. I would never put my hands on a woman out of anger. It would be out of lust, if anything.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into the next segment, homie.
Hit it.
I always say that. Let's get into the next segment, and then I'm not ready for to click on the video, the opening video.
Oh shit. Pretty sure I've said this before, but we got to find that man and get him on the show.
Yes,
Seriously,
you have said that before.
Some great stories to tell.
I'm sure he does. Did you know there's a Florida Man Games?
No.
It's obviously in Florida, and it's like a Tough Mudder obstacle course, but it's like Florida Man obstacles. And I believe Bizarre Encounters with Shane and Oren talk about it on there live on YouTube for last month. And Oren stated that he would probably be fantastic at it. And I think that I would also be fantastic at it. So
I'm trying to think of like the obstacles. Like, for example, it's like cartoonish in Florida. So it'd be like, there's like a whole row of alligators with their mouth open. You have to run before they snap.
I think one of them does have, one of the obstacles has to do with alligators, but I don't think it's like anything serious. But I think Oren said that one of them was removing a catalytic converter.
What the fuck?
Like how fast you can remove it or something like that.
Oh shit. Okay. Florida.
Yeah, shit like that. All right. Story number 1, my friend.
Lay it on me, brother.
A man raids a supermarket with a knife, but he was caught by police literally 15 minutes later with knife and cash in hand, because the police were aware of a Facebook post that included a selfie of himself with said knife, where he also boasted about his plans to go to said market.
Oh my god. That is pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah. So he made this Facebook post before he went and robbed the supermarket.
How did the cops come across that?
Are
they really following like?
Well, so what I think what happened was that it was raided, and then somebody like saw it in the news and sent it to them.
Jesus, that's pretty dumb. I mean, Jesus Christ. You're going to do crime, fine. But
don't talk about it on the internet.
Social media, bro, you're going to post. All right, anyway. That's dumb. That's uber dumb. That's like ultimate dumb. So yeah, okay, that's a good candidate.
All right, story number 2. Man rips off bank that he worked at, but it wasn't hard to figure out it was him because he left a note saying he borrowed $7 million and signed it with his name. He left a note inside the safe that he took the money from and signed it with his name.
Why? And he worked there. Like they didn't know what his signature was. What the?
I don't know. I don't know. It's fucking
Okay, that first story I'm throwing completely out. This one is the leader so far. Holy shit. Yeah. Did he leave like here's my address and oh my god, phone number?
No, it was just literally his name.
Good God.
All right. Story number 3.
No.
Man somehow found himself stuck in a porta potty. He was screaming for help, called 911, but when police showed up, the man was arrested because when police opened the door to free him, they found syringes and a powdery substance that was later tested positive for fentanyl.
I don't know what to think about that one. They may have saved his life. They may have saved his life. Shit. I'm stuck between 2 and 3. 2 is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Also, when real quick to add to the story a little bit, when police showed up to the porta potty, his foot was like the door was closed, but his foot was stuck outside of it. So I don't really know like how exactly he was actually stuck inside the porta potty, but he was fucking stuck.
What? I mean, that kind of leans me towards 3. But then I'm thinking like maybe he was trying to get out and he was trying to force himself out, and maybe that's why his foot got stuck.
Oh, maybe.
How did they get him out? Does it say anything about how they got him out?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give too much detail in that department.
There, and this is what they say. Okay, do you see that latch, son? Yes.
Yeah. Move the latch. I don't know if something got like moved to in front of it or something. But either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2.
You're gonna go with 2?
Allie. Yeah. I'm gonna go with 2. 3 sounds pretty dumb. But what choice did the guy have? He's gonna die if you don't get out. So that sounds like it could happen anywhere for a druggie. The first one, that's pretty fucking dumb. The first one's pretty dumb. But how do you top the first one? You rob a bank you worked at, and then you sign your name and leave an IOU. That's okay. So that one takes the cake to me. It's number 2.
Okay.
Going with number 2. Anyone else besides Allie? Anyone else?
All right. I will say, in Norfolk, England, the man boasts about robbing a supermarket before heading to rob said supermarket.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Anybody have a guess now? Anybody want to guess now? It's either 2 or 3. It's either 2 or 3.
I don't want it to be 3. Fentanyl should be the fentanyl. Florida fentanyl sounds like it should be Florida. But I'm sticking with Allie. I think it's number 2.
All right. In Florida.
God, yeah.
Man found himself stuck in a porta potty.
Oh. Why don't I follow my instincts
with
on that?
fentanyl?
Fucking.
Do you want to know where the IOU was?
Yeah.
South Wales.
God damn. They're just very kind, I guess. I don't get that.
Yeah. In the note, he said 7 million pounds. So I left the pounds out because it would have gave it away.
Oh, okay. Shit. Good one, sir. Well played.
Thank you.
The foot, adding the foot, that should have been the biggest clue that it was Florida.
Yeah, I think so too.
Foot, fentanyl, Florida. Hello. It's right there in front of you.
I really wish Rachel was here for this one today, but unfortunately she is not. So I wonder if she'll be able to guess these on when she listens, because I know she
Yeah.
listens back to these lives.
She's gonna guess this one after you give the answer. She'll be like, "Oh, I knew it. I knew it all the time." We're not gonna be able to verify it because
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Isn't that
So,
right, Rach?
all right, here we go, homie. All right, man. All right. I got 7 quotes for you today.
Sweet.
All right. So, first quote is, "It's where I keep all my things. Get a lot of compliments. Plus, it's not a purse. It's called a satchel. Indiana Jones wears one."
That is The Hangover.
Wow, good job.
That's one.
Good fucking job, homie.
Good movie. Funny movie.
It is. Dude, dude. I went to the movies to see this. And there was a whole, so the movies here we had tables, and because it's also a restaurant.
Nice.
So, and you would sit around it like you're at a restaurant. And well, anyway, so we sat at a table behind a group of black women, and like this isn't, I don't think it's racist, but like black women are very expressive with their emotions.
Mhm.
And I think it made it way more fun
Yeah.
to have them there because they were so expressive with their laughter and what they thought was funny that when I found it, because I would find certain scenes funny as well, it made it more fun to me to participate with that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
It was a good time all around.
That is awesome.
All right. So, quote number 2. "My theory is you can't just avoid everybody you screw up with. You can trust me on that because I'm a New Yorker."
I love it when people start talking theories. Not ringing any bells at all. You got another one or a hint?
No, because I don't know a whole lot about this movie. I've only seen it once.
Okay.
Because
So
Allie's the one that is doing my movie quotes now.
So this is not an old movie, right? It's a newer movie. We're talking 90s.
It came out in 2009.
Okay. Hit me again with that quote one more time.
"My theory is you can't just avoid everybody you screw up with. You can trust me on that because I'm a New Yorker." Actually, I think that what's her name? Kristen Stewart is in this movie.
Is it those sparkly vampire movies?
No.
Oh, no, it's not that one. Kristen Stewart.
"My theory is you can't just avoid everybody you screw up with. You can trust me on that because I'm a New Yorker."
Yeah, you got me on this one, Allie. You got me good. I don't know it. Hit me.
All right, it is Adventureland.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking, but I couldn't remember the name. It's with Jesse Eisenberg, right? Adventureland, Jesse Eisenberg.
I don't know. Yes. No. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember the guy with the glasses. He's from Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah, that guy's. I love that guy. He was also in a show called. Of course, I can't remember the show name.
I think also Seth Rogen's in it. To be honest with you, I can't remember.
Could be. Yeah.
All right. Quote number 3. "Okay, I got an idea. I'm Robin Hood. You're Friar Tuck. We get your dad's camcorder and we do a shot for shot recreation of their climactic sword fight using our boners."
That reeks of Step Brothers, but I don't think that's the movie it came from.
It is not.
Is that with Paul Rudd by chance? And
No.
the
Paul
guy who
Rudd's
plays
not.
Stifler.
Nope.
That's funny. I don't know.
I actually only saw this movie once as well, so I don't know a whole lot about it.
Sounds hilarious. Whatever it is,
Mm,
I don't
mm.
know it.
Would you like to know the answer?
Yes, sir. Por favor.
I love you, Beth Cooper.
I love you, Beth Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mhm.
know that one. I don't think I saw
Oh,
it.
I think it's a rom-com.
Okay. Okay. Jill, you're so right. It was Adventureland. I wish I would have remembered the name. I just kept seeing. I wanted to say the other movie that Eisenberg was in, which was the zombie movie with Emma Stone. I kept wanting to say that one, but it was definitely eventually.
Oh, Zombieland.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I was like, I'm not. That's not it. It's not called Zombieland. Couldn't remember the name of it.
All right, quote number 4.
Hit me.
Misery, sadness, loss of faith, no reason to live. This is perfect for you.
Good God, man, Allie, you came correct. You are beating me over the head with these quotes. Like, I'm a sad little puppy and I don't know where to go. Misery, sadness.
Loss of faith, no reason to live. This is perfect for you.
Oh, this is perfect for you. I think I've seen this movie. I think I remember this.
I have a second quote for you if
Hit
you'd
me.
like.
Yes, sir. Please.
So,
Please, sir. May I have some more?
one person says, "So what did you get? So what did you get? Blowjob, hand job?" And the second person says, "No, no jobs. I'm still unemployed."
Yeah, they're a lot tough, actually. That's funny though.
This movie in particular, this for these quotes, I have not seen at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We picked all 2009 movies
Oh, okay.
because
Just trying to get
Rachel.
Rachel's-
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I want to say her favorite movie is The Lovely Bones. Because have you seen that movie?
Lovely Bone. Oh yes, I only watched it once. I didn't. I can't. Those
It's
kinds of
hard,
movies
right?
I cannot watch, dude. I
It
can't
seems to
do
me
it.
like that would be right down her alley because it fits, what she's
Yeah.
doing now. But I could be. I think I tried to ask her.
Yeah.
She wouldn't tell me.
It's all right. We'll hit the vein someday.
I don't know this one.
All right. This one is 500 Days of Summer.
Oh shit! I've seen that one. God damn it! Damn it!
All right.
I love the Smiths. Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Mm-hmm. All right. Quote number 5. I masturbate so much with hand cream, I forget people use it for shit other than masturbating. Literally, when I'm in public and see someone pull out hand cream, I'm like, this guy's about to jerk off. I love this movie, actually. I
Dude,
really
what
like
the
this one.
fuck? I hit the first one and then I don't know nothing after that.
That's because you're terrible.
I'm terrible. I'm the worst.
Yes, actually.
I am absolutely. No, it can't be that. I don't know why I want to go back to Paul Rudd again. Shoot.
Seth
No.
Rogen is in this movie.
Okay.
If I say the other guy, you're definitely gonna get what this movie is.
It's not super bad. It's not.
Nope.
What is that movie called? Fuck, oh, yeah, fuck. The neighbors or the
Nope.
no
Nope.
shit. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
All right, last hint. Adam Sandler is also in this movie.
Okay, now I know the movie. It's where Adam Sandler is a comedian, right? And
Yep.
he's an asshole in the movie. I remember watching this movie and thinking, "Oh my god, is he really like this?" Because he was doing such a great job in the movie.
Yeah.
And I think Seth Rogen was writing jokes for him, right?
Yes.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, so was what's his face? I can't remember the name. I can't. I know the movie.
Funny people. Funny people.
Bam. Jonah Hill's in it. I think Jason Segel is also in it. It was a good movie. I was really
Yeah.
impressed with Sandler's acting in that one.
I
'Cause
enjoyed
was
it. I enjoyed it.
he's such a nice guy, and he does like a role like this, and it's like, wait a minute, is that really what he's like? Because he was so damn good in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
All
don't
right,
think he
quote
plays
number 6, my friend.
hit me.
Your wedding's gonna be huge, just like your ass at prom.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
That is fucking sad. Your writing's gonna be huge, just like your ass at prom.
I have a second quote for this one.
Yes.
They haven't spoken in a week. That's like a century in girl years.
Is that um Michelle and what is it called? Michelle and Romy, right? Romy and
No,
Michelle. No,
no,
thinking Lisa Kudrow and no.
nope.
Wow.
Um, it is
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler.
no
Shit, sounds like a Tina Fey joke.
Kate Hudson.
Oh, failure to launch.
Nope. What the fuck?
No,
That's Jennifer Gardner, you weirdo.
Jennifer Gardner.
Yeah, Jennifer
Failure.
Gardner's failure to launch.
Failure to launch is hey, wait, hey. Matthew McConaughey and what's her name?
Kate Hudson?
Right?
Really?
Kate Hudson, yeah. I think.
Are you
I
sure?
could be wrong. No, I'm not
I
sure.
could be. I could be. I could be
I
thinking of a completely different
I
movie.
don't I don't even know this one. I don't even know this one.
All right, Bride Wars.
Oh, I do not know this one. I know I have not seen
Ah,
that.
shit. I've only seen this movie once too.
Bride Wars, never seen it.
Yeah, it's Kate Hudson and fucking the one from Princess Diaries. She's also in Havoc and she plays Catwoman.
Oh yes.
Um I can't fucking think of her name for the life of me at this moment in
neither.
time. All right. Last quote of the day, sir.
I'm 1 for 6 right now. 1 for 5. Going on 1 for 6 if I don't get this one.
All right. So, girl says, I have never farted in front of him, nor will I ever fart in front of him. And then the guy says, she farts in her sleep.
Oh man, I'm 1 for 6. Damn it. Woo. Say it again.
So the girl says, I have never farted in front of him, nor will I ever fart in front of him. And then the guy says, she farts in her sleep.
Dude, I don't know. Man.
Ryan Reynolds, doggy dog, Ryan Reynolds.
Is it the one with Betty White in it and Sandra Bullock? No, shit.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Oh, what is that one called? Oh man, I miss Betty White.
Me too.
Damn it, what is it called? She farts in her sleep. That sounds like something Ryan Reynolds would say. Belly button. I see belly button. What is the name of that fucking movie, man?
The
The breakup. The the proposal.
yeah,
The
Doug and Doug.
proposal.
Good
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
job. Good
Thank
job.
you. 2 out of 7. Holy shit. So for those who are
I
interested, I
don't
also
know
have
if
a
it's
movie
two.
page. Yeah. See how great I am, Adam? Go to my movie page, DTRH_cinematic.universe.
And
I
watch
do
him talk
movie
about
reviews.
movies he doesn't know
I
anything
don't know
about.
anything. Yes, I do reviews. I share shit.
Oh man, do you have any news for us today, homie?
I probably do. Let me scour my phone. Hit that thing, brother. Yeah. You know, it'd be cool if in that globe you have, it was just a picture of me doing this completely around. Just
That would be great.
all right, here we go. The first story I have here, and I think this is really interesting. You're probably going to relate to this because you and I are motherfucking lucky. I'm just going to say that. Research has found the magic ratio in relationships to be 5 to 1. This means that for one negative interaction, there must be at least 5 positive interactions. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. The ratio was prescribed by world-renowned researcher and psychologist Dr. John Gottman as the most reliable formula to make love last. Dr. Gottman, through his breakthrough work, was able to predict 90% accuracy the couples that would eventually be separated. He discovered that with the ratio of positive to negative interactions was 1 to 1, the relationship was nearing the edge of breakdown. While Dr. Gottman prescribed the ratio for couples in marriages, it's also completely applicable to all relationships, including friends, family, and coworkers. Remember that every relationship is personal and nuanced, and there are no hard and fast rules. It is, however, a great practice to check in with ourselves regularly to ensure that the positive experiences we are having in our relationships far exceed the negative. And thank you, Anne Hathaway. Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
damn, son. And that North Korea movie, that was hilarious.
Yes,
I love
the
that.
interview.
There you go. The
Also,
interview.
I want to say is like YouTube has us delayed by like 2 to 3 minutes.
Is that
So
right?
it went, yeah, maybe yeah, it's a couple minutes behind what we're at when we're actually recording it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're right on there, Jill. All right, here we go. 1 minute of anger can weaken your immune system for up to 4 to 5 hours. Research strongly supports the idea that negative emotions like anger and stress can impair immune function. Chronic stress and repeated anger strikes elevate cortisol levels, which over time can reduce the body's ability to fight off illness and slow down the production of protective immune cells. On the flip side, positive emotions like laughter and calmness are linked to improved immunity and lower inflammation. Although the 1 minute claim is more symbolic than scientific, it serves as a reminder of how powerful our emotional state is in shaping our physical health. Managing stress and practicing emotional regulation can go a long way in keeping your immune system strong. Boom, son.
Wow.
So,
Very, very interesting.
what do you think about that 5 to 1 ratio?
I don't know. I don't think much about anything these days, but if I had to put words to it, I would
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
that I don't really have any negative interactions with Allie at all. Um, But I don't like it when people tell me not to be upset about things. And she knows
Mm.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If I want to be upset, I'm going to be upset.
You know, it's funny because when I was married, it was always 1-to-1 for sure. There was a negative one and a positive, and then a negative one. And I knew, and I was a jerk. I'll be honest. I know I had half of it, but we were in a relationship that was, it was like, how do I say this? It was combative, right? We were not on each other's side. We were against each other. So
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah, that's
things
a
like,
problem.
calm down, which I knew would trigger her right away.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't say calm down,
No, you
relax. You can't
can't.
say
Yeah.
that. And I knew
Yeah.
that. I knew I couldn't say that. But we were not on the same side. With Angie, it's like we're on the same side. It's not anything to do with, I'm not trying to fight her in anything. We're always on the same side. It's rare that we have a negative interaction. Very rare. Bye, Joe. It was nice having you here. Check back with us next week. And so I mean, I'm not. I mean, honestly, we do every once in a while we'll have a discussion about something. But what I love about that is we will go disagree or whatever and discuss it,
Hmm.
and then get through it, and then it's like back to normal, like nothing ever happened. And I love that, dude. That's like you're working together through something. That's awesome.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the best, man.
Yeah.
Daddy
Yeah.
like.
I like it too. I mean, there's no reason to be negative towards your partner about really anything,
Right.
in my opinion. And like my last serious relationship, it just seemed like it was all the time. And I feel bad to have put my kids through that because it was like 3-4 years of them watching that shit. I mean, they watched her fucking punch me and shit, you know, because we had a disagreement.
Yeah. I mean, you were young too. That's something you got to
I,
take.
I I wasn't though. I was in my 30s.
That, to me, that's young. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to figure this out, and
Hmm.
me and Angie have been together for 6 years. But before that, every relationship was 1-to-1. It was always, you know, someone has an agenda. It seems like, and
Yeah.
we're
I
just
mean, yeah. I mean, she's not wrong. We're never negative towards one another in any kind of way.
awesome.
Um, I think we work together well as a team. Um, and man, like my ex-wife is likes to, I don't know, use things against me a little bit. So a little bit of a backstory here is like my son recently was upset about her allowing one of her friends to use her bedroom, I mean his bedroom, um
Oh,
at the house, and made him sleep on the couch, and he didn't like it because she like made his room gross and didn't clean up after herself and stuff like that.
mm,
So so I talked to her. I said, did Braden talk to you about his room situation? And she goes, that it's messy. And I'm like, no. And then I just stared at her, and she goes, about, and then her friend's name. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, he did talk to me. He did tell me that he did not like that and stuff like that. I was like, okay, because he told me about it, and it's not my place to say anything to you about it. I was like, you got your own thing over there. I was like, you do what you do. I can't tell you what to do or not to do. But I was like, Braden did express to me his uncomfortableness about the situation.
yeah.
So then we're going out to dinner later that night. And this was just on Friday, and when Allie and I were talking to him about it, because both me and my ex-wife, we want him and we want our kids to be comfortable to talk to us about anything that they're uncomfortable with, anything that they're unhappy with when it comes to us and how our parenting is. So I personally, I don't know how my ex-wife really does it, but I keep an open dialogue with them about our situations and things, like how to move forward with certain things. And so he's telling us the story about how he presented this situation to his mother, and the first thing that she said was, well, your dad had you sleep in a basement. And my son goes, this has nothing to do with this conversation, first of all. And second of all, when I slept in the basement, I was in a finished basement in a bedroom. So
You know what I like? The way you described him talking sounds like you. Like his response, it sounds very much like Kevin.
Yeah. It's so to me, like, I'm like, what the fuck does that, what the fuck does that have to do with you being uncomfortable with what she's doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not the same page, and it's like trying to like put a wedge between, like, I don't know. I just, that's how it makes me feel. And I know, and Allie doesn't do that shit. Allie, like, literally whenever we present something to the kids, she has my back, and she, discusses it with my kids. And I think her and my kids have a really great relationship. And that was in my last serious relationship. One of the things that I had constantly expressed to her was the fact that she didn't try to have a relationship with Braden. And she was like, well, Braden and I talk when he comes here. Like, he would he would have open dialogue with all of us, and she would reply to him and stuff like that. But she never tried to have like a relationship with him outside of the family unit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I made sure and clear to have, dialogue with her children on my own without fucking having her around. And I constantly said it. I was like, you don't have a relationship with my son. I was like, Kendall is easy because Kendall loves everybody. I was like, but you don't try and have a relationship with Braden, and I would really like for you to have one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so being on the same page about shit is super important. So, which is why we've discussed this several times, and we decided that this house is a little. When I bought it, it was just me and the kids, so it was perfect. Now the family is expanding. We need a little bit more space, and we want to like homestead, so we need more land and shit like that. So, like, we've discussed the process to go about this and stuff is, and I think we work really well together.
That's awesome, man. I think that's freaking incredible. You're still in your 30s, right?
Yeah. And I'm getting I'll be 37 in November.
I mean, dude, you're still young, and you
I
had to
don't
learn
feel
this.
young.
This is something you had to learn. You had to go through these relationships in order to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
I used to hate those relationships. I used to be like angry, like, why did I have to go through all that shit? Well, the reason I had to go through all that shit, it was to get
It's to
to
learn.
where I am now. To learn, to understand, what are you doing really in a relationship. And I actually, I'm listening to you talk about that last woman's relationship with Braden, or not, or lack thereof. And I'm thinking about, like, my last girlfriend. She had a daughter, and I did the same thing that woman was doing. I mean, even though she would go back and forth, I purposely kept away from this kid. And the reason is because if it didn't work out with this woman, it was
Yeah.
going to kill me. It was going to kill me to not spend time with, like, the family unit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's not any way to go into a relationship. You need to go in all in, or whatever. And I didn't do that. And
All in it.
hearing you say that, it resonates with me. So, now
Yeah.
with Angie and her children, especially Chloe, because she lives here, I am I am her dad, and she actually called me her dad recently, which I
Uh-huh.
was like, wow. It's she says, meet my parents, when she introduces us, and it's just, wow, dude. This
Yeah.
is what I'm glad to be here. I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
for this. This is what I wanted. So you got to go
Good,
all
man.
in, man. Good on
Absolutely.
Allie. She's awesome. Allie is awesome.
She is.
So happy for you guys, really.
She is.
Do you remember the
Sometimes.
first time you interviewed me?
Yes. Why?
I was telling you, I was saying exactly this. I said, I was explaining Angie and how I was so happy in our relationship. And I
Yeah.
said, I want this for you, Kevin. I want this for you. And now you're in it, man. Isn't that
Uh,
badass?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
manifested it
You did.
with my
You
magic.
did. So well, our first date, we were sitting at the bar, and I was telling her about the podcast. She's like, "Am I talking to somebody famous right now?" I was like, "Fucking no."
You are pretty famous, dude.
I
You're
don't
listened to
know.
around the world, bro. There are people who listen to around the world.
Oh, this is. She says
Oh,
this
look
to
at
the
this.
kids all the time.
That's beautiful.
Um. Anywho, let's move on to our last segment of the day, my friend.
Break it down, big dog.
Back now with a tale that you have to hear all the way to the very last twist. A young boy who says he remembers things he couldn't possibly from a time long before he was born. That's according to his mom. She turned to experts of the mind for some answers. NBC's Cynthia McFadden tonight with the incredible story of what they found.
It's not unusual for little boys to have vivid imaginations, but Ryan's stories were legendary.
He said, Mom, I have something I need to tell you. I think I used to be somebody else. And he started just telling me these stories about how he had lived in Hollywood. His stories were so detailed. It just wasn't like a child that could have made it up.
Ryan talked about dancing on Broadway, working for an agency, traveling the world, being married 5 times. He even said the street he lived on had the word rock in it.
And it would be, my last room was grander. I want to go back to my swimming pool.
But things got really strange when they picked up a book about the golden age of Hollywood.
She turns to a page, and I say, that's me. That's who I was.
That's me.
Yeah.
But the man in the picture wasn't even a major star, just an unnamed extra with no lines in an old Mae West film. That's when Ryan's mother turned to this man, Dr. Jim Tucker, a child psychiatrist at the University of Virginia. For 50 years, the prestigious school has collected more than 2,500 cases of children claiming past lives.
And your conclusion after 15 years is what?
These cases demand an explanation, that we can't just write them off.
He's written about them in his book, Return to Life.
Had you ever given much thought to this whole idea of reincarnation?
No, ma'am. I grew up in the Baptist church. You know, that's not something that we were taught to believe in.
But with the help of a movie historian, the man Ryan pointed to in the picture was finally identified. His name, Marty Martin. And just like Ryan said, he was a former actor turned Hollywood agent who danced on Broadway, was married 5 times, and even lived on Roxbury Drive in Beverly Hills. In all, Dr. Tucker confirmed that 55 of the things Ryan said were true.
Of course, a lot of people are going to say, come on, this is the parent or somebody else feeding them information.
It's just inconceivable that the parents, for some reason, had done all that. This information wasn't on the internet.
But there was one fact the detail-obsessed scientist thought Ryan had wrong.
And he said he didn't see why God would let you get to be 61 and then make you come back as a baby. That looked like just an incorrect statement.
That's because Martin's death certificate says he was 59 when he died.
Since then, I've gotten information that the death certificate was actually incorrect, which would have made Martin 61 when he died. And Ryan was right
Are you glad you've had this experience? Yes, I am.
A chance, he says, to live his own wonderful life. Cynthia McFadden, NBC News, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
What do you think about that, bro?
Huh. That's crazy. There's a lot of these stories, though. There's a lot.
One interesting part about that they don't talk about. I don't know if you saw the picture where Marty Martin is holding up a baby girl. That's his daughter. And this kid not only knew he had a daughter, he knew her name and where she lived, and he knew way too much information. And so the mother took this little boy to LA, and he actually met that woman, his daughter from the former life, and he was overcome with emotion because he knew that was his daughter, but he's a kid now. You know what I mean? So I just can't. How would a kid conjure up emotion about a relationship he has never had because he's a kid, but he remembered being a father. He remembered this girl. He remembered everything, and it's just
Yeah, that's
unbelievable.
wild. Is it? Yeah, it's like the one that said he was a World
pilot?
War II pilot. Yeah, that one was interesting too. And then there's a girl that also said that she was a famous actor, or she was rich or something like that at one point, and she wanted to go back to her old life and shit like that.
Yeah,
Which is
there are a lot of stories like this. There's a lot more than we realize. And
Yeah.
you have to actually take stock and question it. Is it real? Like, I can't prove that it's real. It sure does sound like it is because these kids aren't bullshitting. They're not getting it from the internet. So
Mhm.
what the hell?
Yeah, it's super super interesting.
Yeah.
I like these stories. I like them a lot because it's like affirming for me. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
affirming that there's something else going on out there.
There's a documentary on this. I know that Arnie has talked to me about it. I've seen it. There are episodes, and one of them is specifically on him. And
Uh-huh.
what like the list of things he put out, like that man said, he got most of them right, almost
Uh-huh.
all of them correct,
Mhm.
except for like he had at that time I saw it. He said, "Oh, he was 59 when he died, not 61." But then he got the information now. But the thing that sold it for me is not only the list. How do you know all that and be right? That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That is crazy.
But the emotion he was feeling he was younger than he is in that interview. The emotion he felt, I could not. You can't have that kind of emotion as a child, dude.
Yeah.
Of you seeing your own daughter, it blew me away. And also
Yeah.
the fighter pilot guy, he died in a crash, landed in the water, and he had PTSD as a child. That blows my mind. How is he was crying all about this. He hated the whole thing. It hurt. All that
Mhm.
shit. It's like how did they, I mean, yeah, kids have wild imaginations, but I don't think that's what this is. So unexplained.
Yeah.
Can't prove it. I can't prove it. Although I can disprove it. Unexplained to me.
Very. I like it. I like it a lot.
I also had another video I should have shared with you.
Yeah.
It totally spaced because it was so early in the morning. I didn't have my weird job yet. I put this one because it did so well. But Zero Fucks Forever sent me a series of videos, and I created a whole little video on it. I'm gonna give it to you for
Yeah.
next week.
Okay.
Did you get to see it by chance? Because it was
I might have. I might have.
she's something else, man. And the videos she sent were very compelling.
Mm. Mm. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna have a true crime story for next week. So, but I think that's all the time we got for today, my friend. I did add. I have this little fucking plug-in thing here behind me. It's behind my mini fridge, and it's supposed to make the internet stronger down here. So,
sweet.
I'm hoping that is working. Allie did comment on it a couple minutes ago, saying that she hasn't seen us lag
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
been a huge difference. Whatever that is, it's working, dude. It's working.
All right, good. But yeah, that's all we got for today. David, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, X, whatever. In Instagram, it's __ down the dot rabbit hole __. On YouTube, it's David from Down the Rabbit Hole. Give me a follow. I have a ton of stuff you'd love to see. Trust me, you'd love to see this shit. Except if you're Rachel. Rachel doesn't like it. She's scared. Thanks for joining us, Rachel.
Yeah, thanks, Rachel. But yeah, so that is the show for today. Please like, follow, share, subscribe, leave a rating and review. If your podcatcher does not allow you to leave a review, please do so on the website if you are interested in doing so. That is, if you don't, that's cool. I don't really mind. But that is where the weird ones are podcast.com. That is also where you can get Weird Java coffee, and you can get Weird AF supplements. You can get weird sauce, hot sauce, and you can get merch, much like the t-shirt and the hat that I am wearing. And there's a whole bunch of other designs on there. It's not just a plain old logo. I have, a reference to it. I have a ghost with a mug of beer and a whole bunch of other shit. So yeah. I think that pretty much is it. Yes, I saw that you ordered some coffee. My shop tells me when people order stuff, so thank you for ordering some more coffee. Also, if you are interested at all on joining the Patreon, you get the early access to the Where the Weird Ones Are episodes, and you get a free coffee mug. I am starting a new segment called The Breakdown, where I just talk at you for like 15 to 30 minutes about what I thought about the episode. So I did release the first breakdown of what I thought about mine and Connie's discussion on episode 195. So after every episode that comes out, I will be posting a breakdown episode for Patreon members only. So
that's cool, man.
It's $5 a month, pretty inexpensive. About maybe a little bit more than just a regular coffee that you might get from Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. But if you're like a fancy person and you get one of those like fancy coffees, then it's definitely cheaper than that. So anywho, question everything, stay weird, drink your fucking weird Java, because it's time to wake the fuck up.
Follow your heart. Be safe out there, guys.
That was gay.